Welcome to Explore Van World. I'm Ryan Schaefer, and today we are here in Warsaw, Indiana at the corporate world headquarters of Explore Van Manufacturing. Explore Van Company started in 1980 by Bob and Steve Kessler. Today, Explore Vans is the leading manufacturer of luxury conversions built by Mercedes-Benz, Ford, GMC, and Chevrolet. What we'd like to do today is give you a behind-the-scenes tour of the true manufacturing process at Explore Van and the key to their success. So let's go on inside and get this factory tour started. Okay, now we are in the Explore's Fiberglass Division, and this is where we actually manufacture all of our sport roofs and Vista cruisers that go on our 7-passenger and 9-passenger vans. As you will see, this is a reverse flange raised roof top. The advantage of the reverse flange is that actually fits perfectly on top of the factory roof when we cut that ceiling out. Actually, in crash test rollover ratings, our raised roof actually has higher ratings than the factory low roof does. The other advantage of the raised roof van is that gives you 12 inches more headroom inside the van, and it also gives you a larger TV. We put a 29-inch TV, flat screen LED TV in all of our raised roof vans. This is just one of the other processes that Explorer Van uses to eliminate any suppliers and manufacture everything in-house. We have total control over the quality, the fit, and the finish. Now we're here at Explorer's Strip Out Division. This is where the raw cargo van comes into the production line. As you can see, we start out with a very Spartan chassis. There's no furniture in it, no floors, no wall, no ceiling, just a raw cargo van from Ford, General Motors, or Mercedes-Benz. This particular van has actually had the roof cut out of it because it's going to get our Vista Cruiser fiberglass top added to it. And no matter where we cut on the roof, we do not cut out the General Motors reinforcement beams for safety reasons. As you can also see, this is the new GM side curtain airbags that go from front to rear for safety reasons. As you can see here, we have removed the front grille, factory grille from the GM van. We've removed the side mirrors and the cowling. What we do with that, we take those pieces off that are black plastic, we send them over to our paint factory, and we color code those to match the color of the GM van. This station also represents here where he's installing the amp research power electric boards. Those are very high with the van that sits up a little higher. Those drop down to where you get in and out of the van very easily. Now we're at the Explorer Van Seat Frame Division. As you can see, we manufacture the frame to the seat as well as the entire furniture in the van. But this particular division is where we bend the metal and make that seat frame. This also has our new integrated seat belts that'll be right into the shoulder harness of the seat. This is another example of how Explorer has eliminated almost every supplier that they can and have self-control over the total quality of their product. That benefits us on the backside as well. If you ever have a warranty issue, we can take care of the parts and the warranty problem within a week or so. We don't have to rely on outside vendors to stay in business and rely on them to give us our parts. With that being said, all of our seats are crash tested and pull tested. All of our seats meet or exceed federal regulations. They're all 5-star crash tested for safety and for your family. Now we're at the Explorer 4x4 land. This is one of the newest options that Explorer has been adding to the GMC and Chevrolet full-size vans. One thing to keep in mind with the GMC and Chevrolet vans, they're all built on 3/4 ton chassis. They're heavy duty, long wheelbase, wide wheelbase, a lot of equal weight distribution there. So our rear wheel drive GMC and Chevrolet vans with the StabiliTrak option handle really well in the snow and the elements and that. But we have a lot of customers that have been driving SUVs with a 4-wheel drive for a long time. And also, General Motors offered an all-wheel drive chassis from 2003 to 2014. But when they discontinued that kind of forced us into designing and engineering this with General Motors parts to satisfy some of our SUV customers that live maybe in some rural areas and that kind of thing, that just want that peace of mind a few times a year, that need that 4x4 system. So this is actually over 90% of this 4x4 system is all GM OEM parts. Full warranty on that 4x4. We install it right here. Take care of it at your local Explorer van authorized dealer as far as the service and warranty goes. And one thing, there's some other 4x4 systems on the market. The one advantage to this is it's a very easy to use, friendly electronic transfer knob right on the dash. So you have your 4 high, 4 low, 2 high right on the dash, shift on the fly. And it's called 4x4 Select by Explorer Vans. Now we're in the Explorer wiring division. As you can see, all the different gauge wiring, different lengths that will be ran for all the vans we build. One thing about Explorer van, every van is built with the same wiring harness. That way, if you have a van that you had ordered but you didn't want all the bells and whistles, and down the road you decided you want those heated seats or power sofa bed in your van, the wiring harness is already there, so we don't have to tear walls apart and rewiring. It's already there, positive, negative ends, so we can tap right into that and add that for you. Another thing you'll notice with the Explorer wiring, we use a thicker gauge than a lot of the automotive companies do. A lot of the automobiles manufactured on the road today use a thinner gauge wiring. We use the thicker gauge so we don't have to worry about any kind of draws that would blow fuses and circuits like that. This is just another example of how Explorer truly manufactures everything in-house, all the way down to the wiring harnesses and the walls, the furniture and the plastics. So from here, let's head over to the seat factory and see how our furniture is made. Now we're at Explorer Vans furniture department. Explorer makes all the furniture in Explorer Vans manufactured right here in Warsaw, Indiana. As you can see, this is our 2-ton press. We've got one of our leather hides here that rolls into the 2-ton press and stamps each piece precisely, so there's no variation when we go to put the seats together or door panels. There's this one hide here, makes one captain's chair and one sofa bench. 32 pieces she's taken off here. So as you can see, this is what we're left with, a precise cut. We maximize all the leather hide. The leftover scrap, what we'll do with that, we use some of that to make some of our door kits and stuff like that. Very important that the type of leather that we use. We use Elmo leather. Elmo leather is a top grain leather out of Europe. And the reason we use a European leather hide because they have stone fences over there versus barbed wire in the United States. So there's less imperfections of getting barbed wire to the hides, and the top grain leather also breathes a lot better. So it doesn't get as hot in the summer, it doesn't get as cold in the winter, it breathes really nicely. Very easy to clean up any spills with mild soap and water as well. So from here, let's go over and see how the seats are actually assembled and completely finished. Now we're in the sewing stations of our furniture factory. So as you can see, they take all the pieces that were cut in that 2-ton press and they sew the seat cushions, seat bottoms, and seat backs together. This just happens to be our antelope with steer hide combination here. This is another example of how Explorer has total control over the quality of their furniture. Eliminate the middleman costs, provide better parts and service to our customers and to our dealers. And the biggest factor is that we can keep our costs down. So when you compare Explorer van cost factor to the SUVs that are on the market today, a loaded Explorer van for your family save you $15,000 to $20,000 versus what's on in the market for a large SUV. So from here, let's go on over to the final assembly of the furniture. Now Now we have the completed furniture, captain's chair. This is a graphite with black inserts. We've got probably 10 different combinations of seat colors. There's no extra charge for the seat color. You can pick a solid black, solid graphite, a light gray, a light tan, a dark tan. We can also do the two-tone like this exact captain's chair is as well. One other key factor to the Explorer van, we can design the seat in the molds exactly the way they want. So our seats are a little bit longer, a little wider, a lot of lower lumbar support here in the lower back. A lot more quality there than you'll see in some of your other SUVs on the market. Now we're in the Explorer's cloth shades factory. This is where we manufacture all the shades for the windows and the door windows. This is great to keep privacy and for keeping the sunlight out. Another example of how Explorer eliminates all the middleman and manufactures everything in-house. This is the Explorer's wood shop. This is called the hydro dipping process. So basically we take off all those GM OEM plastic parts and we dip it to look like the wood, the color you would like. We have 5 different wood colors. We've got burl, black burl, we've got denali, walnut, and Escalade wood trims. And it actually is a more finished polyurethane finish to it. It protects from the sunlight, from cracking, fading, and the longevity of it lasts a long time. And as you can see, this has the polyurethane ink dip wood on it. The polyurethane protects the wood from fading and drying out and makes the wood last a lot longer. As you can see here, here's a factory dash finally finished with the hydro dipped ink. This is actually called Escalade wood trim. And then you can see we spray it with a polyurethane finish so that bakes right onto the hydro dip piece. This will protect it from the sunlight, from cracking and fading. As you can also see, it gets precisely all around the edges and everything, so it looks factory automotive. Real nice finish for you. Now we're in Explorer's Plastics Division. This is where we manufacture backform mold all of our walls, center consoles, door kits, anything in the plastic throughout the van, we backform mold it. We use a backform mold because that allows us to make a precise wall on every single van we make. So there's no imperfections of different wall gaps and all that kind of stuff. Another good example of how we control total quality of the van. Now we're here in the final production line on the Explorer vans. As you can see, the silver material is what we call our Dynamat sound deadening. The Dynamat's an aluminum foil material that has a tar substance, and it sticks right to the floor, and then we put it in all the doors. That helps deaden the road noise and the wind noise from the side. It also acts as a thermal barrier. Keeps the hot air or cold air in or out. You can also see this is where we run our wiring harnesses. So everything's prepped here to move on down to the next station. So let's head on that way. This is the station that we put in the carpet. We use one full piece, a very high dense carpeting, 40-ounce carpeting. That also acts as a noise barrier on top of the Dynamat sound deadening as well. So you can see them installing, trimming up the step wells on the doorways there. They also got the pedals being prepped there for the furniture install. So let's move on. All right, now at this station you can see that we have the R11 factor insulation, fiberglass insulation on top of the Dynamat sound deadening. This provides a noise barrier and a thermal barrier. Almost to the end of the production line here. This is where the body side molding is going on. As you can see, it's perfectly lined up. Gives the van a sleek design and look. Also, the body molding is a benefit to car dings and stuff. So it gives you a little protection there from the side. If you don't go with the body side molding, you can do the fade paint that looks nice too to give the van a two-tone look. Here we are in the final finished van. high top X29 with the 29-inch LED TV. We also put Blu-ray DVD players in all of our vans. So with your hotspot, you can stream Netflix and cable television, all that good stuff. You can actually even hook up an Apple TV and stream hundreds of apps. Video game hookups here with a 110 power inverter. Wireless headphones, so if the parents don't want to listen to the kids' movie, just hit the switch right here, turn off the TV speakers, and listen with the wireless headphones. We have swivel seats here in the middle. Quick release as well. Spin these around, face the back. Kids can kick each other, play games, all that good stuff. We can also put tables in if you desire. Factory navigation in almost all of our vans nowadays. Backup camera, backup sensors, all standard equipment. Blind spot indicators on all the 18 vans now. This is the end result. A burgundy with dark cherry fade Chevrolet extended 9-passenger. If you'd like more information on our vans, please check out my website, explorervanworld.com. You can also email me at sales@explorervanworld.com. Also like our social media pages on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. We hope you enjoyed the tour. Have a great day.